everyone, my name is Dan. Today we're going to be talking about uses of radioisotopes. So, what exactly are radioisotopes? Well, radioisotopes are basically isotopes of any elements that are unstable. As I said, my name is Dan. Today I'm going to be learning about radioisotopes with all of you guys. First and foremost, we are going to start off with the medical uses of radioisotopes. This should be fun. One medical use of radioisotopes is the use of iodine-131. What is iodine-131, you ask? Well, let me tell you. Iodine-131 is a radioisotope that can be used in medical therapies. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, it is used to cure hyperthyroidism and thyroid cancer. To begin with, we are going to discuss how iodine-131 is used to cure hyperthyroidism. Let's get to it. Hyperthyroidism is basically thyroid cells that are overstimulated and create large amounts of thyroid hormones. To cure this, radioiodine is either given in a capsule or in a tasteless solution in water. Frightening, isn't it? To really simplify this cure and put it in simple terms, iodine-131 is used to slow down thyroid production. And this fascinating cure works because thyroid cells are the only cells in the body that are able to absorb iodine. These are some of the main symptoms of hyperthyroidism. Phew, it looks like I don't have any. Now, let's discuss how iodine-131 is used to cure thyroid cancer. Thyroid cancer occurs when abnormal cells begin to divide in the thyroid gland. A tumor is usually used to indicate cancer. Finally, let's have some good news. The radiation in the iodine can be used to kill the cancer cells once and for all. This is the nuclear equation for iodine-131. Aren't you guys learning a lot today?
Use of radioisotopes in the production of energy. How nuclear facilities work. Nuclear energy facilities use carbon-free energy to produce electricity. In order to produce the electricity, water is converted into steam, which turns turbine generators. The source of heat used to create the steam is created when new uranium atoms split in a process called nuclear fission. What is nuclear fission? For those of you that don't know, nuclear fission is when an atom splits into two parts, either through natural decay or when instigated within a lab, it releases energy as a result. Now, let's talk about CANDU nuclear reactors. What are CANDU reactors? Well, CANDU, short for Canada Deuterium Uranium, are Canadian developed pressurized heavy water reactors that are used for producing electricity. These reactors are located all around the world, including Canada. How do CANDU reactors work? Firstly, CANDU reactors use the fuel of uranium-235 to generate the electricity, as it can go through nuclear fission more easily than uranium-238. The fuel of uranium-235 is in the form of pellets and is gathered into a fuel bundle that is placed into the reaction vessel called the calandria. Uranium-235 then goes through nuclear fission when a slow neutron collides into the nucleus of the atom. This results in the formation of two lighter nuclei, which results in more neutrons and the formation of krypton and barium. These new neutrons are traveling so fast that they cannot undergo further nuclear fission. They are slowed down by using a substance called a moderator. The moderator used in CANDU reactors is deuterium oxide, which is known as heavy water. The heavy water acts as a coolant and carries the heat energy produced in the nuclear reaction from the uranium rods to the steam generators and then to the turbines to produce electric power. Later, the fuel rods are removed from the reaction vessel and stored in a huge indoor pool at the power stations since they are more radioactive than before as they now contain uranium-238 and plutonium-239, formed when uranium-238 absorbs a neutron and decays by double beta emissions. After viewing the beneficial effects that radioactive elements have provided for the human race, it should be clear that isotopes and radiation have an increasingly wide field of application in our technical world, and strong future developments are to be expected in this field.
Created using Powtoon.